Today I'm going to be showing y'all two things in this video. You can see I got ADA up. I want to show you how to utilize buy limits on Coinbase Pro, as well as how to look at, any crypto for that matter. But today is going to be over ADA. Pull up a daily chart and look at good buy entries, potential buy entries, right? So without further ado, let's get right into the sponsors. Shouts out to Digital Arc Pool for sponsoring us over here at CTC Markets. Runs his own stake pool for ADA. So if you're interested in staking your ADA, earning that extra 4.5%, he has a 4.5% lifetime ROA. Feel free to stake to his pool. Highly recommend it, right? Over 15 million ADA stake currently. Appreciate Digital Arc Pool for the sponsor. He also has his own website, which I will be leaving in the description, digitalarcpool.com, which he offers his crypto consulting services along with the stake pool, right? So big shouts out to Digital Arc Pool. Furthermore, let's dive straight into it. So you go into Coinbase Pro. If you have a Coinbase account, you should already have a Coinbase Pro account. You just have to log into it. First thing you want to do is pull up your portfolio, right? This is kind of my DCA account. I've been dollar cost averaging in it. But for this example, I'll show you how to create a limit order, right? So pull up your account first, and then you want to pull up ADA as a market, right? Because we're going over ADA, but you can do this in any crypto, right? You will see how much USD you have available. It'll show you how much ADA you have available if you wanted to sell, all that good stuff, right? So you go down here to order form. Instead of buying at market price, right, at current price, you might not want to buy at the high. You see ADA is retracing right now after this big push up. You might want to get a good limit order in, right, at a more favorable price. So like I said, you would go in, you make sure you're on the order form, buy, and you hit limit, and you hit maybe a price that you want. So maybe you want to go at these old highs over here before it popped up over $2, maybe 180. This is typically where you can just kind of play with the numbers. So 100 ADA at 180 will give you a total of 180.90, right? 90 USD, or 90 cents of USD is the fee. Furthermore, you can just 500, however much you want to put, however much you want to invest, right, at 180, or you can just simply put max, right, and that's how much USD they're gonna max out, however much USD you have available to buy ADA. So that's pretty dope too. And you hit place buy order, right, and then you should see it on your open orders down here. You should see it pop up, and it'll let you know that the status is still open, and it will be there until you cancel it. So price comes down to 180, you will get executed. You will get a position at 180. And let's go ahead and dive right into pulling up a chart, kind of a technical outlook on how to utilize support and resistance for more favorable buy entries. If you're a long-term investor in ADA, because not only can you make money, staking ADA, around 5% interest on your ADA that you're staking, you make money with the price movement too. So the better your price entry, the more profitable your position can be, right? So let's just take a look at ADA right quick. We see, if you can see, I have a dollar, the psychological dollar marked up, and I also have $2 marked up. ADA, strong support at $1, which is always a good sign for any instrument coming out of trading for pennies. You have that strong support at $1. You're eventually going to see it start to scale in the dollars, not in the 10 cents no more. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. But looking at ADA right now, as you can see, the last time it hit $1, right, strong demand, and it basically shot it up all the way to 220 on these series right now of higher highs and higher lows. First thing I want to add is notice the resistance, the major resistance, the original highs over here around 147, 150, right? You got 3 hard rejections on it that basically sent it back 50 cents. And you see, once it did pop up and break that resistance, you got a retest right here. I think this price level right here at 147, 148 are solid buy entries. Why? Because all this choppiness right here is basically price discovery within ADA, right? It's ADA trying to find what is a comfortable price for investors, for buyers, for sellers, right? And basically what you finna see now is some more price discovery. You see it chop from 1 to 150, and then you basically see it pop all the way up to 240. So I think ADA still has a lot of retracing to do, just because it hasn't, over this 150, it haven't spent a lot of time discovering the market, haven't spent a lot of time kind of discovering itself above this 150, really even above 2. So it would be nice to see it kind of stay above 2, using that $2 as a strong support. But personally, just looking at it, I feel more so that it will come down and retrace more so, and maybe use 150 as a hard support, or maybe even dip a little below it. So if it dip a little below it, I'll be having some limits set for it to get executed. But another thing you look at outside of support and resistance is also the Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci is a great retracement tool. You can always put it at, the most recent daily swing low to swing high off of this retest. But I like more long term, just because I'm more so long term invested in ADA, and I kind of think of it not necessarily like a short term trader. I want to, hold it for a while. So I will go from the last, I guess you can say this is a weekly low. Let's bring up the weekly time frame. Yeah, the weekly low right above or right below a dollar when it dipped all the way to 240. That swing low to swing high is what I'll be banking on my retracement levels, right? And as you can see, I use the 23, 38, 50, 61% and 78% retracement levels on this Fibonacci retracement tool. My preference is usually 50% and below, right? Because, you look at them as discounts. 50% discount on this overall move, 61% discount on this overall move, because usually what you see is on the retracement, for the ones not too familiar on how the Fibonacci retracement works, you will see basically ADA maybe retrace off one of these levels before coming out and rising to higher highs and continuing this bull market, this beautiful bull market that it's in right now. So once you get familiar with the Fibonacci, you start to develop a preference on what levels you like to enter. Usually the 23 and the 38 are the FOMO buyers. You will see some pop-ups, some small supports off of them. Sometimes you will see that's the lowest price will come before retracing out into the extension levels, depending on how strong the bull market is, right? But to me, I'm more patient. I'd rather get 50% or greater discount on price, right? So highly attractive entries at 169, 150, and also 126 if it was to come back down low and retrace hard. Usually when it retraces to the 78, that is a pretty hard retracement. It's probably a lot of panic, a lot of fear, and this is definitely where you want to be buying at, if you ask me. So let's just real quick on the Fibonacci. So not only can you use the Fibonacci, you can use old resistance, you can use most recent support as well. So you see this small resistance right here. You might put a small entry right here at 181, because it's all about bringing your cost average down to a more, like I said, a more favorable price to have you get the most out of your gains, right? Maybe a support right here, which basically lines up with the old resistance with the old highs. Maybe right here, small little stutter right here before popping up. That's the old resistance. It could potentially use as support. That's about 140. Here's 125. That's basically how you can go about, scoping for good buy entries in a beautiful bull market like this. Yeah, man, hopefully you gain a lot from it. Use support, use resistance, and use that Fibonacci. I promise you. And be patient. Practice patience, and those limit orders will help you out a lot, right? So you don't have to sit here and watch the market. Set you a limit order. Oh, wake up. Man, I just got executed. I'm in profit. That's how it works. That's literally how I do it. So hopefully you gained a lot from it. I didn't want to make this one too long, but I will see y'all in the next one. So cheers.